The cat's out of the bag, and people out there that have been speculating, wondering what are they doing out there, what's going on out there. Today they can take solace in knowing that, hey, there are some jobs coming, some good paying jobs.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
Very historic. This is probably one of the largest facilities to come within Trumbull County since the Lordstown facility. And I think you're going to see, it still needs to go to the Board of Directors for their approval. But with that being said, with the approval from the commissioners and the abatement, which we believe actually is very reasonable, 60%. There's some corporations that position themselves, they want 100% abatements. I believe the jobs that are going to be created here and just to stimulate our economy, you're going to see housing booms. You're going to see people shopping in our shopping centers. We're going to have industry that's going to locate around them once they position themselves. This is over a 1.5 million square foot facility that will start out with near 500 employees and expand from what the CEOs are telling us to possibly up to 2,000 employees during their duration here.
Today is the first step of Trumbull County turning the corner economically. To be able to make a decision like this, to have a small part in this, hopefully this puts their board of directors over the edge and gives them the final oomph to be able to come to our valley. And if that happens, which I believe it will, this is going to change the face of Trumbull County. And it's going to turn a lot of frowns into smiles. It's going to give hope to a lot of people, and it's going to stop the bleeding in the valley of people leaving our county. And all of a sudden, we're going to see those cars turn around and drive right back to Trumbull County.
We have met with the CEOs on several occasions. Today, we will be with them doing a drive-by of the property. We have the Port Authorities work with them, the Chambers work with them, Lake to River. This was the final, this is the icing on the cake. They were looking for the commissioners for the abatement, and once that was finalized, then they can move forward with their board of directors. And so all we are now is they know that we have made that decision, and now that they will make their decision to position and to start the construction.
Right now it's 60% abatement over 10 years. And we've had other companies come to us for 75 and only wanted to put 4 employees. We know there's 500 employees coming. We know that by doing this, that they're going to invest that money, their tax money that we are waiving for a temporary period of time, to give them a boost, to put solid roots in the ground, and we know we're going to reap benefits for decades to come by doing this. So we're going to take a little less now, but that little less is still going to be an awful lot. With the size of this company, right now we're getting nothing from that property. We're going to get 40% of a big pie, which is pretty good. And then eventually that pie shape will dwindle and we're going to get 100% down the road. But we want to make sure they get solid roots in our valley first, so that we get them, we hooked them, we got to land them now, and we got to fillet them.
They would start construction like this year, and the timeline, I believe they would, the finalization is by 2030. So that's a pretty big time period, but I'm not quite sure how that all looks moving forward. Whether this is going to be done in sections and then they would, continue to add on, but they're supposed to, right when the board of directors votes, they're supposed to start. Anyone involved, anybody that's a resident here, this is going to be a boom for our community. This is going to be a major plus for employment, for wages. These jobs will start at nearly about $100,000 a year. These are very highly paid individuals, and you're going to see that trickle effect throughout the economy here.
The cat's out of the bag, and people out there that have been speculating, wondering what are they doing out there, what's going on out there. Today they can take solace in knowing that, hey, there are some jobs coming, some good paying jobs. We've been knocked down enough here in the Mahoning Valley, and right now, our focus as commissioners are going to be on making sure that this happens, taking care of the people at Insight and hoping that they can turn the corner on that, and making sure that we've got these jobs here for our citizens. And healthcare, schools, a good government, that's all part of the process here. But It showed today when we get our people working together, rowing in the same direction, 3 commissioners, the mayor, and you get city councils and trustees and administrators all working together with our economic people, we can make this happen. We are worthy. We deserve this.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.